And most of the roses, like this one right here that I'm holding, that you'll buy here at Bagoy's, aren't grown in Alaska. Most of them come all the way from South America, specifically from Ecuador and Colombia. Well, this is the situation here at the Anchor Lutheran School. Just down the road, the situation is very different. And that's because just 6 blocks away, you'll find Campbell Elementary School, a school that's getting ready to close its doors because of the financial crisis the Anchorage School District is going through.
A lot of events going on. We have ice bowling, ice skating, we have running of the reindeer, fur auction, carnival.
And if you weren't able to write down everything Bonnie said, don't worry. They do have a digital guide you can find on the Ferrandi website with all this information. Clay Edwin tells me he's competed in this very tournament over 15 times, but despite the many baskets he's made on this very court, just like this one right here, he tells me he hasn't lost sight of the importance this tournament has to his community. If you want to help out, all you have to do is bring non-perishable foods and drop it off in one of these red buckets. And Moe's Deli and Catering isn't the only place accepting donations. Donations are also accepted in other locations, like here at your Alaska Link. And while spring started last Friday, it may not feel like that here in Alaska, but Kreiner tells me that you can start your planning indoors. Here's some advice he gave. Son Harrington is a senior at the University of Alaska Anchorage, and he tells me there's no better way to spend Valentine's than playing basketball.
We don't have Mardi Gras here. We don't need it. We have Ferrandi.
This is Jaime Jurado. He is the general manager of the 49th States Brewing Production Facility, the official brewery of Ferrandi for the first time.
With that comes the opportunity to touch people's lives and responsibility to show it and share it with as many people as we can.
It's been just a thrill. I feel like I've been waiting 40 years to watch this process.
Dan Melosh has taught at Anchor Lutheran School in Anchorage for over 4 decades.
When I came up, I thought I'd stay in Alaska for a couple of years. Obviously, God had a different plan.
When Melosh started teaching at the school, they were in the basement of a church. And now his school recently received a $9.5 million upgrade, which added a new gym, science lab, theater, and 15 classrooms.
We can take in more students. We can give the students we've got more opportunities, more chances to grow.
I love a challenge. I love being told no. And it's my favorite thing. You tell me no, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Or we're so close. It's a challenge to reach the goal. You know, the finish line is close.
So far, more than $12,000 have been raised, just short of the goal. As Ferrandi draws closer, one thing is clear. Baldwin's story is about more than a crown. It's about setting a standard for the future.
I don't want anyone to feel, kind of hesitant or I can't sign up because maybe I have a disability, maybe I talk funny, maybe I don't look like I belong in a pageant. So I want them to just sign up and experience the spirit of Rondi.
Nathan Espindula, your Alaska Link, Anchorage.
It's just honestly unbelievable that we're here right now.
Corey Deering is the head coach of the Eek basketball team, a team competing in the Alaska School Activities Association's March Madness tournament for the first time in history.
They knew that was the goal, and so they worked hard at practice, they competed hard during the games, and they ultimately won.
And Deering came to Eek all the way from Kentucky.
In Kentucky, basketball is a big thing. Kentucky basketball, Rupp Arena, right? So growing up just watching that and listening to that, watching that, I'm like, man, I want to be taking a team to state. And, the Eek boys have given me that opportunity to do so.
Eek is a remote Yupik village in the Bethel census area with a population of about 400 people. So for the community, just making it this far is a reason to celebrate.
I think it's a really great platform to realize that we're on the map, and there's a sign I made that says Eek, Google it.
This is the construction plan for the Interior Alaska Veterans Cemetery, which is a project that is very near and dear to my heart.
Jeff Slakew is the program coordinator for the Veterans Cemetery that will soon be built in Salcha near Fairbanks.
It's been a need for a long time. When you go up to Fairbanks and talk to the people up there, they really are passionate about wanting a veteran cemetery in their community.
Construction is set to start on April 25th. For those involved, it's a special moment because the project has been in the works for more than 15 years.
This is it. we're there. We're moving forward. I know that there is an end point for this.
The Jewish community is a vulnerable community. It's certainly not the only vulnerable community in the United States, but it is one of them. And why it's vulnerable is that people have hate in their hearts, and hate is a powerful force.
Some of that concern is tied to global politics. According to Gallup, support for Israel has declined in recent years, something the rabbi tells me should not impact the treatment of the Jewish community.
I believe that you're allowed to disagree with the government and still believe in a Jewish state or a Jewish homeland. Much like I believe you can be a patriot here in the U.S. and disagree with the government at the same time.
And the rabbi has one plea to the community.
Please don't judge us before meeting us. I think you'll see that. We just want to be Jewish and hang out and have fun and celebrate.
Nathan Espindula, your Alaska Link, Anchorage. This is Dr. Jessica Parker. She runs Mountain City Christian Academy. She's the school superintendent, which means her days are always full.
It's almost like a double full-time job.
But over the last 2 years, her work has grown beyond one campus. Parker also leads Alaska's private school coalition.
There's a lack of representation for private schools. There's no private school union or, there's no lobbying group. So we really have to kind of grassroots get together on our own.
Parker tells me the coalition started because private schools face shared challenges. Today, it includes 33 private schools from across Alaska.
In my older age, I think I hate war more and more, and I don't care who the combatants are. It just makes me sick to see, kids get ground up.
Forrest Neighbors is the chair of the political science department at the University of Alaska Anchorage. He told me the conflict in the Middle East goes beyond politics. But Neighbors says it's important to understand what is at stake with Iran's nuclear program.
The Iranians the regime were doing everything that they could to continue with their plans to develop these kinds of weapons.
The more you learn about plants, the more alien they seem in the ways that they interact with their environment. And it's also a good reminder to not be so centered in our own realities, our own doings, and ourselves.
Meet Will Kreiner. He is the garden and facilities manager at the Alaska Botanical Garden.
I have been working in horticulture for 20 years or so, and I really enjoy it.
And despite Alaska's harsh climate, the garden stays open year-round.
There's definitely some more intensity to gardening, and there's some challenges around that.
People who love film to come together and celebrate together.
Tyler Browning is the film programmer at Beartooth Theater Pub in Anchorage.
The main part of my job is getting in touch with distributors for films that we want to show here at the Beartooth.
And with the Academy Awards coming up this weekend, here at Beartooth, they're going all out.
So we're going to be showing the Oscars right here on the giant screen so that you can see the whole action in high def as it's intended to be.
It's a gargantuan disruption to families, students, and staff to close a school.
Randy Trainey is the superintendent of the Matsu Borough School District, a district that is facing a $23 million budget deficit. His proposed solution: to close schools.
If we don't close schools, what we end up doing is laying off teachers, which makes class size bigger in all of the schools.
Superintendent's proposal suggests closing Glacier View, Meadow Lakes Elementary, and Larson Elementary.
It's a devastating impact on morale. You think about little kids going to school, and they know that they go to blank school, and that's hard for them to understand that something way beyond their control is changing where they might have to go to school.
Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia.
It's very powerful to find a place where things have gone unchanged for 2,000 years, that it is the same faith, it is the same liturgy, it is the same worship, it is the same prayers, it is the same community that was established by Christ and has continued until today.
This is Noah Jeremias, a convert to the Greek Orthodox Church.
The life that an Orthodox Christian leads has really helped me and my family grow, not just spiritually, but in the way we relate to others.
Noah Jeremias is part of the Holy Transfiguration Church of Alaska, the only Greek Orthodox parish in the state, a church that, according to its priest, Father Vasily Hillhouse, has seen more people walking through its doors lately.
We've seen about a 40% growth, both in terms of official numbers and engagement since COVID.
But nationwide, the trend is moving the opposite direction. According to a recent Gallup poll, 57% of Americans say they rarely or never attend religious services, and 28% say religion is not very important in their lives, the highest level ever recorded in Gallup's trend.
I think many people are turned off from religion because religion's been used as a weapon. It's been used to justify some horrible things. So I think religion has a bad name.
I think the pressure, it just motivates me to be better and just be able to play to my best abilities and just glorify God in everything I do.
Meet Keely Kronberger. She is a senior at Mountain City Christian Academy, and on Saturday she played the last basketball game of her high school career, winning her second state championship.
I'm ending on a big W, so I'm just so excited that me and my teammates get to experience this together, and this is my last experience as a high school basketball player.
The showdown, which ended 55-45 in Mountain City's favor, marked the school's third 4A girls basketball championship and 10th overall, something head coach Lonnie Ridgway says is only possible because of the team's work ethic.
The relentlessness and the mentality of our girls is go, 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 go. It's amazing.
Coach Ridgway tells me he went into the final never having won a state championship before, but he says the fact they had a much smaller roster than their opponents can teach a lesson that goes beyond the sport.
The size, it really doesn't matter, right? The amount of numbers, they're just statistics, like all those things, it doesn't matter. What really matters is the heart of the person behind it, and the heart of the team, and the heart of the culture.
To what's happening here in Alaska.
I'm on the #1 morning show here in Alaska.
But this week, her attention is 3,300 miles away in Washington, D.C., where her mother will attend the State of the Union address as a guest of Congressman Nick Begich.
And getting an invitation like that is a complete blessing and honor, and nothing any of us ever expected.
The invitation comes under the backdrop of the death of Lucy's father, Andy Kreiner.
Today's his birthday. He would have been 66 today.
And while the game didn't go Anchorage's way, there were still a few wins, like Pivot, who earned her owner a free year of Canes, and Carrillo, who got to see her boyfriend score during our interview.
No! That's my boyfriend.
Nathan Espindula, your Alaska Link, Anchorage.